Hello, it's Auntie. On another sunny Sunday. Listen, it's Sundays all the days. Getting real sunny already here. I actually just went to the convenience store. Hear me, convenience store. To buy something we needed urgently. You want to know what it is? A can of cat food. You believe that? Yeah. Soap powder. Talking to all my business. A little soap powder to take advantage of these sunny days. See if I can finally get on top of my laundry. And some cheese so that young Missy, who most likely wants to do some kind of pasta or something. Upcoming chef at home, you know, so she can have the tools she needs to do what she intends to do. So I'm gonna let you keep my company here now on the bumpity bump. What does Auntie always say? Once you see that I'm driving on this bumpity bump, ruggedy tuck tuck tuck, that means more likely than not Auntie is on her way home. Lovely roads that we have here. Oh yes, embrace history. So I'm going to talk to you briefly. I went to church. I'm trying to be consistent with it. I promised myself once I get up early enough, because I go to make a stop for the bus service. Yeah, I'm going to make the effort and go. And it's always a blessing to me. There's some song that I sing. I love to sing. It's a song or the message. I'm not sure it was so much. Nothing was wrong with the message, but some days, like, you know, you could pick out something and say that is specifically for me. I didn't have one of those days made so much today. But the little interaction after, there was a young lady there who she's going to sit her common entrance exam. I explained that already in another video. For those who know. Transitioning from primary to secondary school. It's a big deal. Too much pressure on the children, in my view. And yeah. There's somebody reversing and parking somewhere. Yeah, so then I went over and I interacted, you know. Wish her all the best and ask her how she's feeling. You know, Auntie has that heart for the young people, not just my young people in general. The lady who was with her, I'm not sure if she said she's the aunt, but she told me, you know, she's the one who's going to be taking her to the exam, and then she was there doting on her father who was in a wheelchair. Looks like he can't stand, but I suppose he can't walk so well. So she in turn has quite a bit on her hands as well. Probably is kind of leading up to what we wanted to talk about. Anyway, he left church and I put in some gas. I give thanks for provision, you know, being able to do these things. Yeah, being able to take care of myself, my family, my mother and my daughter and so on. So let's even have a little bit to treat yourself from time to time. Enjoy the good life. Yeah, life isn't just about paying bills and buying groceries, right? You're supposed to be able to do nice things for yourself. So if I spent some time with Mom, I had intended it would be Domino's time, but it was early. And she was there chatting with her neighbor who gets her newspaper for her every Sunday. Mind you, sometimes people do things and it looks like small things, but that's like Mom's time to actually connect with him too, to talk, to catch up on all the neighborhood news, you know, to let him know if she needs anything. These small gestures really mean a lot. And I find the life in that neighborhood is a real village life. I just love it. I have a very strong connection to it. I'm a Black Rock girl through and through. I would have traded for the world. So it was early, so Mom had to take her time, get her tea, have her breakfast, do her whole morning routine, you know. Go to the bathroom, have her medication, one set of dominoes because they had to leave mom then, and we could not stop. I went to teach a lesson actually. Sweet young lady. Yeah, mom 1 is 6. It's quite alright. It's alright, mom. Have your time. Yeah, it was a joy being with mom. And then I was sharing something with her in terms of something that I would like her to help me with pertaining to my daughter, you know. So it's a positive step. Excuse. She's striving to make and so on. It's just walking her through the process and how the journey is going so far. Oh, there we go. There we go. Jump. Anyhow, at some point in the conversation, mom kept impressing on me when there's a particular person she believes I should reach out to the person. Don't think hard. Don't be afraid to ask this person. She was kind of bringing it over, like, you know, maybe the person should be grateful for when mom was there for her and so on too, but she kept impressing. Do it if you have to. Do it. Don't think hard. And I just said to myself, you know what? This isn't, like, once again, it's not a lesson just for me alone. Because I am very much a person, but I'm improving now, but very much a person that I'm always the giver. And I don't do too well if I have to ask for, accept help. I think I can accept it. I get better at accepting, but asking, I still need to work on that. I probably humble myself and do that a lot for my daughter's sake. But for me in general, yeah, I'm not so great at asking for help. I don't think I'm alone in that. I think a lot of people are like that. And it's depending on the situation. Things can mount up and catch up on you, you know. And then when you do actually step out and ask for help, sometimes you have yourself in a more overwhelming place than you were originally had you ask for help when you first realize the need for it. So that's the first part of the message. Do not be afraid to ask for help when you need it. It doesn't mean you're weak. It doesn't mean you're a failure. You understand? It doesn't mean you're not making the progress that you think you would. Nothing like that. It's just these things are needed along the way on our journey. The second part of the message now, as I said, I left mom and I went by one of my sweets, trying to start by giving her some lessons when I can carve away a little time here, a little time there, because she can't come to me, and I don't think it can really work out for me to be like going to her during the week. Probably like when it's vacation time, I could try and do that lunchtime, and I can make it work, but for right now it has to be more so on weekends when convenient. And we had a lovely time together. I always do, always enjoy her company. We always share very openly with each other, Yeah, very expressive. Most of my children are expressive. I love it. So when lessons was over now, we were drawing. She kept doubting herself, like starting to draw. She would decide this is what she's going to draw, and then this doesn't look good enough, this looks bad. Funny enough, exactly where Ezekiel was. Yeah, I really have to start back drawing with Ezekiel. Exactly where he was when we started drawing, and he would get so busy in his head, he would be comparing his drawing to mine and erasing. Oh gosh, that's only now dawning on me. Erasing. Yeah. And then he actually reached the stage where he would say, we are not allowed to have erasers, let's just draw freely at it. And that was such a big moment, such a big deal.